They host the Cubs for a weekend series in San Diego.
Cubs-Giants. Madrigal leads off with a walk.
So that's how this game gets started.
During Suzuki's at-bat, pitcher DeSclafani throws over to first 2 times. Remember the new rule. You get a maximum of 2 free disengagements. One of the goals of that rule is that runners will be more likely to steal if they know a pitcher is out of free throwovers.
He goes. Pitches low. Doesn't matter. He walked him.
That was a 3-2 count, so with ball 4 thrown, batter walks. That's why Madrigal is staying put on top of that oversized pizza box at second. But manager Gabe Kapler from San Francisco sees that something's a little bit off. The crew gets together and here's what they ask Nestor Ceja. Pat Hoberg does that signal. Did he go past the base?
Unless he came off.
Well, how do you say it verbally?
That you've never seen it before.
I've never seen it before.
So we have seen this before. In 2017, we did a case play on something super similar in Seattle, a steal that went too far, so to speak, with the runner passing second on ball 4, only to get tagged out on the batter's walk. That was a much more obvious play, but the principle here is the base runner is only protected on ball 4 to the batter for the 90 feet they are entitled to advance due to the force that results from the batter becoming a runner. To officiate this play, we talk about the principle of past versus prior. What constitutes a runner being considered prior to a base, and at what point do they become past the base? This applies to situations like retreating to tag up on a catch, as well as base awards like a forced walk. The past versus prior delineation point is essentially the middle point of the base with a cutout to the far edge so the entire base is included in the prior zone. The determining factor for body position is where the runner's feet are. Both feet on the ground past the base means the runner's considered past even if the hands are still prior. For the play in San Francisco, do both of the runner's feet go past second on the ground, or does replay make a mistake?
The runner is out. He slid past the base. San Francisco will retain.
The diagrams you've seen are based on the umpire manual, which is the official approved interpretation that clearly shows foot position by this runner in the Cubs game is still prior. Now, you might say this isn't even a past prior situation. This is just the runner coming off of a base that they had. To which I'd say, hey, that's a good point, except for the fact that the umpire on the field said,
Call is overturned. The runner is out. He slid past the base.
That tells me 2 things. 1, if replay reviewed the past prior issue, they got it wrong. Or 2, they didn't review past prior, which means the crew determined it was past, which kind of makes no sense because this was an overturn, so the initial call was safe. But if it was safe, the crew would have had to say the runner was still prior, which means replay did review past prior and overturned that, which was incorrect. And especially with Honora saying,
The runner is out. He slid past the base.
In his explanation, it's clear they looked at past and prior, and it's simply not factually accurate. By MLB's own book criterion, the runner was still prior and should not have been deemed past because that foot was on the right field side of the line. Thanks for the question. Like and subscribe. Please visit us online at closecallsports.com. We're on Discord too, and that's how we get a lot of these questions as well. We'd love to see you there, and we'll see you on the site.
Runner goes. Bailey's throw. And they got him.